Thank you for clicking on the video. If you are one of the impatient types, please to go ahead and click on the timestamps. It should be in the comment section, in the description, or somewhere around the screen. Enjoy. Today's date is 24th April 2020, and we are in the middle of the lockdown due to COVID-19 or the coronavirus. And today is Friday, so I am working today, and I've just taken like a 10-minute break from my work in order to make this. I have been awake since 8 a.m. today, so I read or listened to an audiobook called I'm Thinking of Ending Things. It is a psychological thriller slash horror book, and I'm listening to it on Storytel. But of course, you can access this book anywhere. So right now it is about 1 o'clock 1:15 p.m. So I'm just done with lunch. So today morning at 8 o'clock I was reading I'm Thinking of Ending Things. I listened to it for like 1 hour 30 minutes, so like 90 minutes. It's actually a 5-hour book, and I also listened to it at breakfast. So in conclusion, I am planning to finish this book and then move on to my next book. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Suddenly I had a very huge call right now, and yeah, it was a 90-minute call, and I decided that I need a 10-minute break. I'm hungry, so I just have a bowl full of musk melon. So I'll be shooting a time lapse of mine, listening to the book while eating. So yeah, that's the plan. It is 3:57 right now. I have 3 minutes to go for my next meeting, so I have to stop listening. But yes, I have my earphones here right now, phone, stuff like that. So yeah, I'll keep everything aside, go work.
One eternity later.
It is about 7:30, 7:20, 7:30. I am finally off work. I was planning to get up at 6:30, but I could not, and here I am at 7:30 because I was busy with meetings and things like that. But now I am not. I am just going to be listening to the book. So right now I've reached a very crucial part of the book. There's only about like 58 minutes left in the book. I don't think I'll be time lapsing this part of the reading, because I have a lot of glare issues at night. Normally I sit like next to the window, so it's helpful. Anyway, yeah, so I think I'll be continuing listening, and I will be getting back to you after I finish the book. So yeah, it's 9 o'clock in the night, and 30 minutes back I finished the book that I was listening to. It's actually a brilliant book, and you can see my review on Goodreads. It's not much, but it is a must read. And especially, please, if you can, do read the audiobook, because I think the audiobook is more scary and it's more thrilling. It's actually beautiful. Now the plan is to finish one book tonight. So today is Friday, it's 9 p.m. on a Friday. I really want to finish one book today. It's very ambitious, but I think I'll take like a very light book, and somewhere I feel this internally, that this is going to be like a thriller reading week. I'll be reading all the thrillers that I have, finishing it off. I cannot imagine myself doing this, but yeah, here we are. So yes, I really want to pick up a book tonight, which I can finish in the night itself. Yeah, I'll get back to you when I select my book, and I'll do that after dinner. So yeah, stay tuned. So here I am after dinner. So it is about, I need to always like crane my neck to see the clock, so sorry about that. It is about, yeah, it is 10. Okay, so it is 10, and right now I am done with dinner, and I said that I would be reading something simple Yeah, something simple. Something that can stay the night. Okay, so actually started a book I actually started a book, but I do not think that it was a very ideal book to start. I'm just like keep placing my camera here. You know what, let me do one thing, let me just place it here. This is best. Okay, fine, so now here we are. So I am going to be reading this book, which is called Kiss the Girls by James Patterson. I think you will be able to see this. Yeah. So this is the book. I read some of it. Then I realized two things. So the first thing I realized is that this is the second book in the Alex Cross series, and I have the first book and I didn't start with that. And the second thing I realized was I thought this was like a good small smart read. Now the point is my reading speed is good, so I did cover this much, but I realized that it has about 466 pages. So basically I am in for a whole night, or maybe at midnight I'll just stop and read tomorrow. I mean, I really want to finish this tonight. Really, I want to do it. So yeah, let's see what happens. Okay, so I look ugly in this, I know. Okay, so I just stopped in the middle of reading and I realized that there is reference to the first book here, and right now I'm just dejected, but you know what, I'm still going to carry on. So yeah, continue watching the time lapse. So, a very quick note, I started part 2 right now, and I realized one very big thing, that I think I know who the killer is. And I mean, if that turns out to be true, if I know who the killer is, then I can tell you this much, that this book is predictable and you should not read it, because it's just a dead giveaway. So yeah, stay tuned. Let me see if who I think is the killer is the killer. Wait. Last night I could not do an update because I had slept off reading the book. It is 25th April. It's about 8:45, 9 a.m. in the morning. I woke up at about 8:30, 8:20 today. So that's like 20 minutes back. I have started with part 3 now. So this is a very nice quick read. So I think you can see how much I have covered. So I've like covered 60% of the book already. There's like another 40% to go. So yeah, I think I will be finishing this by breakfast, before lunch at least. So yeah, let's see. So finally I did finish the book. It is 10:30 now, and basically the killer is not who I thought it was. So yes, I can recommend this book to you. Anyway, this is a very nice book if you're starting with reading, or if you're like a beginner in reading, you do not read more books and you want to read more books, then this is a very nice option. It's a very good option for those who want to get hooked onto reading. Plan is to get a new book, and yeah, I think I will start a new book. I even have to do some work in the middle, some house chores and stuff like that. So I will be taking a break then. But yes, I will be reading some other thriller. Hey guys, this is a very quick check-in. It is 12:30 p.m. I'm done with my house chores, and I have already picked up the third book for this readathon. It is Broken by Karen Slaughter. Like I said, it is a thriller-based readathon, it seems. This was not at all planned. I just thought that I would read a bunch of books, but I think I'm hooked onto thrillers right now. Okay guys, so finally I have taken a bath, I've had lunch, and it is about 1:30 p.m. Okay, so we are good. We are kind of on track. Yes, we are on track. And right now I'm just going to go ahead and continue reading it. having some watermelon and reading the book. I am well into about 10 to 15% of the book now. The book is very interesting, must read. Okay, so I finished about 200 pages of the book. I want to say that the book is pretty good. It keeps you hooked on, and it's nice. It's nice so far. Let's see where this takes us. So I am on page 310 right now, and I must say this that this book is actually brilliant. In the previous book, basically, there was some measure of predictability. At least I could predict or understand the setup and guess who the killer was. In this, I cannot even guess who's the killer. It's that good. So, Karen Slaughter, love you. So we are at that part of the book where there are only 100 pages left. A lot has happened, and right now I can see that this is the climax that's setting in. So yeah, let's see. Okay, so finally I finished the book. It's awesome. The first aspect is, of course, how well paced the story is. The book was meticulously planned by Karen Slaughter, and it actually shows all through. Second aspect I loved is the character development. Although I have not read the other books in the series, any new reader can pick up from anywhere, and the character development is very consistent. So of course, yes, I always recommend Karen Slaughter, and one thing I can tell you is Karen Slaughter is always consistent with her work. So it's always a delight to read Karen Slaughter's thrillers. 3 books, or I have read 3 books in this readathon. So in the last 48 hours, I've read 3 books. Yeah. So I am just like burnt out by thrillers a bit, because this was a very nice book and it's just created a hole in my brain. Okay, so I need to think of a book to read next. So I have thought about it, and I think I am going to go for an audiobook, and this audiobook is a poetry book by Rupi Kaur called Milk and Honey. Basically, in this particular version, it's Rupi Kaur herself who's reciting her poems, and it is a very surreal experience because she has a very low and calming voice. It's a very nice voice. As for the poems, they are good, but I have not listened to all of them, and I cannot even pick out favorites yet because I've just started the book. Hey guys, so basically I'm done with the book. I listened to the last 7-8 minutes of it, and I even put a review on Goodreads. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have breakfast. It's already about 10 a.m. in the morning. It's the last day today, so we have a 5th and a 6th maybe book to finish. So I think I already have in mind what I want to read next. So I basically picked out my next book. It's going to be Agnes Grey by Anne Bronte. Quickly, I want to read the description at the back of the book. Agnes Grey is a trenchant expose of the frequently isolated, intellectually stagnant, and emotionally starved conditions under which many governesses worked in the mid-19th century. So this book is a very forward book for its time. It actually emphasizes on the troubles a governess has, and it has been taken from the author's own life experience. I have completed 3 chapters in the book. The chapters are pretty short. You can see that I already have about 5 sticky tabs over here. There are a few things that we do need to talk about this book. So basically this book deserves a whole video in itself, and especially it has to do with the area whether you should read classics or not. And yeah, I think we will discuss this one day on this channel. At 1:30 p.m. 2 p.m. I have still not taken a bath. I am really tired because of this book, so I am going to take a bath, have my lunch, and then I'll take a break, and then only will I get back to the book.
One eternity later.
Quick update, I did not go back to the book yet. It is already 5 p.m. So in order to spend some time valuably, I have started editing with the existing videos. So yeah. Fun fact, I am very distracted from reading right now. I'm just hooked on to another TV series. So I think this break is going to be huge enough, and I'm hoping to finish Agnes Grey today. So
2,000 years later.
quick update, so I am going to take a break and read right now, and then I'll get back to my TV series. So that's a nice plan. I only have 50 more pages pending in the book, so I'll be able to finish it today. Until now the story is pretty good. It's about the governess and it revolves around her life. Okay, so we are done. Agnes Grey is done, and I am very happy the readathon is done. So since it's late in the night and plus the light is not that good, I am going to sleep. Then after that, tomorrow morning I will get up and tell you my final thoughts on this whole readathon. This is the end. This is the conclusion of this whole readathon, and I've actually made points on my sticky note stating what I need to tell you guys. And lesson number 1, get out of your comfort zone. It is very important to get out of your comfort zone if you want to discover more about your reading habits or anything in general. If you think audiobooks are not good for you, try it out. Experiment with it. Get out of your comfort zone. Another thing that I did too is read a poetry book. Poetry is not my genre. I do not like poetry much. The last time I read poetry, I was in school. So it is always good to get out of your comfort zone and read something else altogether. So in short, read whatever you think is intimidating, boring, tedious, stupid. Read everything and then judge the genre, and then judge yourself, and then judge your reading habits. Lesson number 2. It is always good to take a break. One of the biggest things people do when they want to read a lot of books is they push themselves into reading a lot of books. And that's what I was also doing on day 1 and somewhat on day 2. That was not good at all. We as humans deserve a break. We as humans cannot do one thing for a very long time. Although you love it or you hate it, you need a break no matter what. So in short, be kind to yourself. If you want to read n number of books in n number of days, then please give yourself the time, give yourself the space, be kind to yourself. And that brings me to lesson number 3. Just because some random person who calls themselves a YouTuber did this, you do not need to do this. You be you. If you think this is nice, you do it. One of the biggest things about reading and booktube is reading has become a competition. Okay, it's always like, oh, who reads the most number of books? Oh, that person wins. That's not how it works. Basically, you will have to be your own biggest competition. Don't compare yourself to me. Don't compare yourself to anybody else on YouTube who says they read 100 books a year or 10 books in 24 hours. At the end of the day, all it matters is that how much you read for your happiness. That is all that matters. So read for your happiness. So I really hope you found some value in this huge vlog, and let me know if you want to connect with me on Goodreads. Links are around here. See you next time. Bye.